Hello class, welcome back to your online class. So today we will be starting another chapter, that is chapter 6, Human Body Nervous System. I hope you know lots about human body, right? Will you be able to name the different parts? I hope you can. Will you be able to tell me about the different processes that goes around in a human body in order to keep us alive? I hope you can, right? So what are the different processes that goes along in our body? Like if you eat food, that food needs to be digested, right? Converted into a simple component so that it can be absorbed by the cells, and then respiration can be carried out, right? So you have digestion, you have respiration. So whatever the food has been digested, converted into a simpler component, it has to be taken to each and every part of our body. So for that you have a circulatory system, right? Then when these components are been broken down, excretory products are released. So these unwanted products, if remain in our body, will be harmful to us. So it has to be removed from our body. So you can see different processes are taking place in our body, right? But do you think they are dependent upon each other? Obviously yes, right? They are dependent upon this. All these processes are work in a coordinated manner, okay? They work in a coordinated manner in order to keep us alive, okay? So there we can see a coordination. Now this coordination in our body is brought about by two major systems. One is your nervous system and another is your endocrine system. Here in this chapter we will be discussing about nervous system, okay? Here in nervous system the coordination is brought about by the neurons, nerve cells, okay? Here the message is traveled in the form of nerve impulse, and then the coordination, you have the involvement of main coordination center are your brain, your spinal cord, okay, which sends the message to the different parts of our body so that you can react according to the response that has been sent from outside environment, okay? Stimuli that has been sent from outside environment. So in this chapter we will be discussing only about nervous system. Okay, now let us imagine a scenario where something hot, well, let's imagine a hot water was placed in a utensil and then kept aside, okay? But you came running around from outside and you didn't know that hot water was placed at that corner. So you went and simply accidentally touched that hot water. So what will happen? What will be your reaction? Your reaction would be, you would immediately remove your legs or hands with which you had touched. So you can see here, you are touching, your skin is being involved. Then through the nerve impulse, the message has been sent to first to here in this case, since it's immediate reaction, so message is being sent to the spinal cord first, and then spinal cord will direct your effector organs. Here effector organs means your hands, which has to come into action. So your hands has to be removed. So message is being sent from spinal cord to the hand, so that you have to remove your hand or else you will get hurt, because there is something which your body cannot bear, okay? So you immediately remove the hand. Okay, another scenario, you went for a jungle safari, immediately in front of you came a lion or a tiger. What would be your reaction? Your eyes sees that particular object. Here in this case it would be a lion or tiger. Then message will be sent to the brain, and then your effector organs, your legs, because you will be running fast, okay, away from that lion. So you can see here your different organ systems are working in order to keep you away from the danger. If your brain would not function if brain would not send the message to the leg at that proper time, would you be able to survive that particular lion? No, you would not be able to survive, okay? So in this chapter we will be discussing about only one of the coordination system, that is nervous system. Now like I told you, the nervous system, what is the function? First let us discuss about the functions of a nervous system. So what is the function of a nervous system? It brings about the voluntary action. Voluntary actions means running, walking, the action which is under your will. So it will bring about that voluntary action. Next, it also brings about involuntary actions. Involuntary action means actions which are not under your will. So what are the actions which are not under your will? Breathing, movement of esophagus, all these are not under your will. So it also brings about involuntary action. Okay. Number 3, other function of a nervous system is it also keeps you aware of the outside danger, so that you can react according to that danger. Okay. So it makes you aware of the outside environment. Number 4, what would be the other function? Since one of the main component of a nervous system is brain, so it enables you to think, memorize, reason out different things. So your memory, your thinking ability, your reasoning ability is all because of the nervous system. So these are the different functions of a nervous system. So your nervous system is made up of, what is the functional and structural unit of a nervous system? It's a neuron, or you can call it as nerve cell. So nerve cell or neuron is the structural and functional unit of a nervous system. Okay, through this neuron only messages travel. Now that message is referred to as your nerve impulse. Okay, nerve impulse. So what is the functional and structural unit of nervous system? It's neuron or nerve cell. Okay, so we will be discussing in detail about the structure of this particular neuron or nerve cell. Okay,
nervous system is made up of nervous tissues, and your nervous tissues are made up of nervous cell, also a nerve cell, or you can call it as neuron. If you look at the board, you will be viewing the structure of a neuron. Neuron are the longest cell of your body. One of the characteristics of this neuron is they are excitable cells. That means whenever it senses any kind of changes in the environment, that means whenever it receives any stimulus from outside, this neuron gets excited and then carries the message in the form of impulse. So first let us study about the structure of a neuron. So this is how the neuron looks like under the microscope. It has 3 main parts: cell body, axon, and your axon ending. First let us consider the cell body. Cell body resembles similar to that of your cell, except that you have a branch-like structure here. This branch-like structure are known as dendrite. So cell body, just like other cells, it has a centrally located nucleus, it has cytoplasm and many other cell organs. But your nerve cell, they do not have centrosome, because of which they do not divide. And from cell body, this branch-like structure, this cytoplasmic projection is referred to as your dendrites. Now, one of the cytoplasmic projection extends and forms a long fiber-like structure. Now, this cytoplasmic projection will be referred to as your axon. Now, axon in some of the nerve cells are covered with your myelin sheath. Now, this myelin sheath acts as an insulator, and because of the presence of myelin sheath, your message can be conducted in a faster mode. Not all the nerve cells have myelin sheath. Some of them are unmyelinated also, just like cranial nerves and your spinal nerves. They do not have myelin sheath. Now, after extending, it also forms a branch-like structure. These axons, this branch-like structure connected to the dendrite of another neuron. Now